So I'm going to do a quick S rank for the 5th mission of Metal Gear Solid 5. The only things that I'd say you need is you need a silenced pistol and maybe the sniper rifle. I always bring D-Dog with me on this one because it just makes it really easy to run through. What I haven't shown is I've chosen the far right map point to drop in. It makes it a little bit quicker. You can go in the other way, but don't bother, just follow this one.
The Soviet engineer is being held prisoner at the Wat Sin barracks.
Now obviously the game can have a bit of randomness. It doesn't really matter for most of the missions, as long as you keep the pace up. If you've seen any of the other S rank runs that I've done, then you'll see how it works, but generally you get the main objective and you get out as fast as you can. I've done this one earlier today and I got attacked by a bear, which has never happened before, and I ran into 2 people straight away, and most of my guards have got shields and helmets at this point, just because I haven't got round to sending any missions out to get rid of them. So you do want to keep on top of that if you want to make S ranks especially easier. As like I say, it's just about pace, so if people are running around with helmets on, then you're going to have a shocker trying to get headshots on them. Now these guys running down the road can be a little bit annoying. You can sometimes get past them, and that's what I'm going to try and do, but if it's a problem we just shoot them. Then you'll always get this jeep coming in behind you. I think if you go the other way it just comes in from the other side. The thing about the guards in this game is, generally, I was just going to say, it's not really a problem if you just kind of cruise past them on your belly. But if they spot you, again, it's not the end of the world. Oops. There we go. We'll just knock them out. Should be alright with them just lying there. Like I say, you can get past, but as I do these S rank ones, I'm getting through them, kind of loading them up, know what I'm doing, and I'm speeding through as quickly as I can, because I don't want to be spending hours doing them perfectly when there's absolutely no reason for it, because what you're going to have to do if you're well up for completing this game fully is you're going to have to repeat a lot of missions over and over again. Oops, yeah, you don't want to drop down here, it's not a problem if you do though. You can walk along this higher up ledge. Anyway, I was saying, if you want to do them perfectly then by all means, but you're going to be replaying them so many times to get everything out of the game. This one can be a little bit irritating, that you'll get bored of it pretty fast. Generally I've got a pretty high tolerance for repeating stuff over and over again, so these games are just absolutely amazing. Watch the guy behind you. Normally you won't even get spotted by him, but go back to default, crawl in, get away with it. It doesn't really matter what happens to you if you get spotted like that. If you're watching this and you haven't completed the game, if you get spotted then they'll go into the little alert, kind of, oh, what's that thing over there? As long as they've not seen you in an upright position, quite close, or running, you'll be okay. But what they'll usually do is call people in if they've seen you doing something dramatic or seen you in the light. So obviously do your missions at night. There's a prisoner up here, we're not going to extract him though. He can just stay there. Now if you've got guards without helmets then that's fine. If you shoot past them they'll stop and pause and you get a better shot for their head. The game's a little bit cheeky in the way that if you see a guard with a helmet on, then then it's possible that you might not be able to even hit them in the head at all. And what I mean by that is sometimes when you go for his head, it'll ping off his helmet, even if the shot's going straight for the back of his neck. You can pretty much only get him from the front in the helmet, even with a really accurate sniper rifle. Alright, and then running's super risky, but I've been doing these missions a few times now and I get a little bit bored. This is where it can go kinda tits up if you're not on it, so I'm just going to speed things up and trigger alert on here.
If you get surrounded, you'll have nowhere to run.
And this guy's going to come down. With me at the moment, he's probably going to have like a shield and stuff. Come on. Come on, it's time for you to go to sleep. Well, should have done that about an hour ago. Yeah, if you're missing like that, that should have gone in his head, but I guess, you know, it's not going to work out for me there. Then just keep shooting him, and it'll just freeze their animation to make them do a kind of, oh, I've been shot, but I'm not that bothered animation. Now this guy needs to go in the middle of this floor here, and this is an additional objective. And then he needs to get Fultoned out of there. You do have to be careful. What I'll say is come on mate. Be careful of running on that bottom floor, and be careful of knocking the door when you're down there, because that will alert the guards above. Then they'll come down and see people passed out, and you don't know if they're gonna call an alert. Now, when I did this earlier for the S rank, I didn't need to tranquilise anyone apart from the people down on the bottom floor, so it's a little bit scrappy, but it doesn't matter as long as the pace is there. So there is a guy in that guardhouse, that's why I'm kind of making a big berth. And this is why you want D-Dog, because, I mean, I'm going to show you where everything is, but if you're sprinting through in the future, D-Dog's just going to alert you to everything. You might have a shocker here, that is a bear. So there's not a lot you can do. I mean, you can sometimes get him if you hit him right in the head, but you can risk it and try and get in the helicopter before it charges you. There you go. All done. It's about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Not really a problem that I'm being shot at for some reason. Not quite sure why I am being shot at. Don't know if I triggered an alert there.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories.
So it was pretty scrappy, but the actual pace of doing it is the thing that's going to get you the S rank, because you get the most points for that. Really, if you need to do retries, you'll be okay. If you get combat alerts, it's probably going to knock your score too much. Kills, again, will do that. Just don't bother killing anyone. If you go through and you've not been seen, which is quite easy to do on that, it's only going to cost me a few seconds, then you'll get the perfect stealth and no kills, which will guarantee your S rank. And like I say, you don't need to extract any prisoners, it's just a waste of time, but you can do some of those if you want to. And I got an extra 5,000 points for it. I Fultoned him through that building, so that speeds it up. Well guys, thanks for watching. Check out the other videos I'm going to be putting up for each mission on S rank.